Okay, I'm going to show you how to do a meds check in Box. So right now we're just on the dashboard tab here. You can see on the left side where it says dashboard. And we can see a couple meds check eligible opportunities here. So this is going to show us meds checks that we might have completed but not finished. But it's also going to show us meds checks that we haven't started yet. So I can actually just click a patient and jump right into a meds check from here. Now there's a couple other ways to do it. So one is we can go to the POS screen right here and we can add a customer. So I can click a customer and you're going to see like we have a pending meds check for this one. But it would also possibly say meds check eligible for a different patient if we hadn't started it already. And we'd be able to click that and jump right into it as well. So in this case, it's showing us the one we already started, but if it was a brand new one also, it would jump into there. Now, the third way we can do is we can actually go to the Patients tab here on the left side, and we can just click into the patient, and we can click the three dots at the top right corner here, and we can click Meds Check. And so that'll allow us to just start one manually. So usually when you're doing one manually, you might want to just check the eligibility quick to make sure. So you can click check eligibility and you can just click adjudicate. So this is a demo store, so that's going to reject, but typically you're going to get a green check mark and you'll see that it says the meds check was successfully received. So in that case, you reverse it because you just sent a blank template. Basically, it was just a test, and you'll click close, and then you'll start doing it actually. And so we can click the check boxes here and drop down menus, and that's how we kind of speed up meds checks on Box. We don't actually allow you to submit the meds check unless the meds check is completely compliant. And so because of that, we have a 100% success rate and have never had a callback on a meds check before. So we just go through these drop down menus. If we need to enter in something ourselves, so I'm just going to type in test and click enter, and that's going to just allow us to type that in. In most cases, everything you need is probably going to be here though. So we just go through each tab. You can see those red exclamation marks disappearing. We can choose a few medications. And there's just one more thing. Usually the health card number would be pulled from Kroll, or of course if you're using box dispensing, that would populate as well automatically. But in this case, we're not connected to anything, so I'm just going to type in a fake one. And then we can go see that red exclamation mark is gone now, so we jump to the next tab. And so all we have to do is just keep filling out the tabs. Medications, same thing, care plan, and then we get to the finalize and sign screen. So typically patients are going to come to the point of sale and use the dual touchscreen system that we provide, but of course you can plug in any touchscreen to a computer in the consultation room, for example, and you could just click add signature. That's going to go to the touchscreen, and then you would be able to now save as a new meds check. So we save that. We can see it's completed, and now we can go to adjudicate. So the way we adjudicate it is the same as how we did the eligibility test. So we already know that in this case, this patient would have been eligible if they passed that test at the beginning. We would click adjudicate, and this, again, it's going to reject. But the way you would know if your meds check succeeded is just to go to professional fee down here, and if you see the amount there, then you know that it went through. And so then, assuming it did, that's great. We would close the window and we would send the fax provider notification. So what this would do is just allow us to actually fax the prescriber, and then we would get a status saying complete, as in it's received. And so all this would be stored cloud-based, and this would essentially be our receipt, our proof to say that yes, the prescriber received the fax and that this meds check was filed properly and adjudicated, and everything will be stored on file. So you can see we can actually view the meds check in the corner here. So that'll give us the PDF. We could even months later, go back into the fax provider notification here and just check that it was still received, and everything's stored on Box and is compliant. And so that's how to do a meds check.